Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus. This is Mystic Jen, and I am here for your tarot reading for January 2020. This is a general read. This may or may not resonate. Take what does, leave the rest behind. Also, make sure you check out your other signs, like your rising. You want to check out all your signs, Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus, because you may get additional information, or they may resonate with you better. Okay, and we have some big changes coming up, Scorpio. And also watch out for my Patreon, because I'm going to be uploading extended relationships for couples and singles on my Patreon. Okay, link is in the description box below. So let's go ahead and see what energies we have. Please do make sure you like and subscribe and share my videos. It is very helpful when you share them. Thank you so much in advance. Okay, let's see what energies, what messages do you have for Scorpios, please? What messages do we have for Scorpio? Scorpio. Okay, you have authority. This is about structure. He's about rules. He's a leader. He's somebody who, he lays down the law pretty much. He could be a boss. He could be a head of the household. He could be a father figure. But it's somebody who is in large and in charge. Okay? He lays down the rules. He is the protector. He sets the boundaries. It's his way, right? He lays down the law. He lays down exactly what he expects, right? See what else comes up. What is this about this authority? Okay, we have intuition. This is the High Priestess. So just kind of funny that the High Priestess comes up. She is somebody who uses her intuition. She is very connected. She is this keeper of knowledge. So there could be something behind the scenes going on that you need to be aware of. But use your intuition and stand your ground. Okay? In a way that it's like you have to use your intuition when you're standing up for yourself, dealing with this person of authority. If it's a boss, you don't want to lose your job, right? But at the same time, you need to stand your ground, Scorpio. You need to stand your ground and use your intuition. If you know that something is not right, okay, it's almost like saying, speak up, okay? You have that intuitive feeling, something's not right here, and you need to stand your ground against it, okay? This person here, the image, the energy that I'm getting is somebody who's controlling. Like I said, he lays down the law, and what he says goes, right? But you know that there's just something just not right, and you have to use your intuition. Trust that gut feeling. And this is about you go ahead and standing your ground on it. Speaking up. Saying, hey, I know this isn't right. I know this is wrong. You know. And really speak your... You can speak. Be tactful, though. Spirit just told me be tactful when you deal with this. But you've got to stand your ground. And you might even be the emperor who is laying down the law, okay? And who is saying, this is the way it's going to be. And you need to stick to it. Stick to your guns, okay? So you yourself personally, if you're not dealing with somebody who's like that, who is in charge, who's laying down the law, that could be an aspect of you, of finally saying, you know, 2020, this is a new year and new decade. This is what I expect. I expect nothing less. And, you know, and really stick by your guns and stand your ground, Scorpio. Okay. And we're going to see what other messages are going to come up for you guys. What is this about? You know? Inquiring minds want to know. What is this about, Scorpio? What is this about? What's going on with Scorpio in January 2019, please? What? Ooh. Okay, Scorpio, you guys have a lot of strong energy. You're making my cards fly. Woo! Strong energy. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups. So, your concentration, the center of the whole situation is your home. This is about having that happy home with the children and the significant other. This is pure bliss and pure happiness. That is a very good card. That is your center focus. Okay? So to bring about this happiness in this home, for you to be happy, you also have to stand your ground on some things. Okay? And part of this happiness, though, might be a trade-off. If you're not the Emperor, if you're dealing with an Emperor, Emperor is also the card of Aries. Just saying, if you might be dealing with an Aries. But to bring about this happiness, you might have to follow some rules. Somebody else could be standing their ground, even though you have this sinking suspicion that there's something's not quite right. But maybe you're so focused on happiness, you're letting that person run your life. I don't know where that came from, but it did. Okay, let's see what else comes up here. Too many cards. Okay, what is the underlying issue here? What is underneath it all? Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles, but he is in reverse. Okay. Upright, he is very slow and methodical and thinks things through, but it's steady progress. When he's reversed, it's like it's a dead stop. He puts a stop to something. So in order to bring about this happiness, there might be a stop, a dead stop to something. This could also be a block to your happiness. Okay, somebody could be putting the brakes on, and we have the Moon card. Kind of significant with the eclipse coming up. The moon is signifying things aren't as they seem. There's things under the surface, things that you may not be aware of, that you need to trust your intuition on. And I think you know that there's something hidden, because this is on top. This is knowledge. This is what's being presented to you. This is what you are aware of. You are definitely using your intuition, Scorpio, because you know something's not right. Okay? You know that things are not as they seem. You've got this intuitive hunch, this instinct that something's not right, and that maybe somebody's not being as loyal as what you think they are or what you thought they were. This is the Page of Pentacles upright is somebody who's very loyal. Maybe there is a little bit of dishonesty going on with this Page of Pentacles. I hate to throw signs out there, but we have Cancer here. We have Aries. We have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Just saying. Okay. Okay, the energy from behind is the Five of Cups. So going into January, you might be mourning something. You might feel like you've lost something that is... I'm hearing the words crying over spilled milk, however that resonates. This is somebody who may even have some regrets about something. But this person is also looking, if you look, he's facing the future, but he's been focused on what has been lost. And what I'm feeling here is that there's still something to salvage from the situation. You got 2 cups behind you. There is something that you can still salvage, but I feel like there is definitely a sense of a loss going into January. If you haven't felt it yet, this is being recorded at the end of December. It'll probably be towards the end of the year going into January that you might have this sense of loss for whatever reason. Sometimes it's a sense of guilt. Sometimes it's a sense of regrets. We will see what's going on there. And what's coming up, we have the 5 of Swords. So I do feel, Scorpio, there is a battle raging. This is somebody who they don't act with integrity, okay? And this is what's coming up in the near future in January, okay? This is also about winning at any cost, okay? Now, Scorpio, that might be your energy, that you're willing to win the battle at any cost. But you also have to figure out, is it worth it? Okay? Because usually with this victory, there is some sort of loss. Something you're going to have to let go of. Something you're going to have to give up. And it's very emotional giving this up. It's almost like a depression, like, I don't want to do this, but I have to in order to win. And this card is saying to you, maybe you need to choose your battles wisely. There's some battles that sometimes you just have to put down the swords and walk away. Okay? Now, we'll find out a little bit more, but this is like really saying, and I feel like this is dealing with the home. Okay. So let's see what else comes up here. Ten of Pentacles reversed. This is definitely a loss. This is a loss of stability. Okay. And I think you are looking at this. It's almost like a fear that you're afraid of losing your stability. This is a financial stability. Okay. A loss of money. And with this 5 of Cups here, this loss is also emotional. Okay. It's like you feel like you've come so far to lose now, so you're willing to do whatever it takes to win. Does that mean even bowing down to authority? Depends on what the authority is, and there is a new chance for growth. There's a new opportunity coming to you that you may not see yet. So, if you did not make the right decision to stand your ground, there might be some regret because you could miss an opportunity. Wow. But this is an environment of growth. There is potential to grow. But there's a price tag. That's what I'm being told. Let's see what else comes up here. It's like right now you're in a very lucrative, I'm saying a lucrative environment, but I think you're afraid of losing that. Okay. And we have the 2 of Pentacles here. This is definitely an imbalance. Okay. And Spirit says you need to bring things into balance. And it's like finances are out of whack. Okay. And this might be the cause of the conflict, that somebody's laying down the law. Okay. And I think because somebody is not moving forward, that not progressing, this has got you worried about your stability. And you've been juggling and juggling and juggling. I think that maybe you've been juggling a decision. And Spirit is maybe saying that it's time to make some decisions. Standing your ground, trusting your intuition. See what else comes up here. We have the Eight of Swords reversed. This is a release. This is freedom. Okay. Upright. I think that right now you may be in a position where you are stuck. You're feeling stuck. There's a mental stigma. But it's like, it's almost like by your choosing you are staying stuck. You know how I said that winning at all costs, no matter what the price is. And I think the price tag is some certain freedoms that you're used to that could be taken away. Okay? And I keep seeing this place of authority. I'm feeling like somebody has some kind of dominion over you, Scorpio. And it kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Suffocates your spirit. But with this coming out as in reverse, you have a chance to break free of this mental conflict. Okay? You have a chance of freedom. And if you stop, it's like Spirit is saying, stop the juggling act. You need to look at your options. You need to weigh things and stop the juggling act and really take a close look at opportunities that are in your environment. You have a golden opportunity, I feel, coming up that will bring about happiness, okay? And that stability. It's like, I'm looking at these three lines here, and it is like there's definitely a fear of a loss. There is definitely, it feels like some kind of loss of stability because there is something underneath the surface. Whether you or the other person is causing this instability, but it definitely feels like that there are things that are hidden and there are fears. And I think on your part, you're afraid things are not going to move forward. And there could be some karmic implications because of somebody not acting with integrity. And this is also a card of ego. Okay, Spirit just showed this to me. There could be a battle of egos with somebody in a place of authority. Whether this is your home or this is your workplace. Okay. I want to know more about this. Okay, Karma card just came out. This is destiny. The wheel is spinning. Where it stops, nobody knows. I think that is all up to you. Okay, and I'm getting. I could see the Hangman in my mind's eye. Spirit just showed it to me, and it's not here on the table, but the Hangman is sacrifice. So I feel like you are sacrificing something for your happiness, but I think that sacrifice also leaves you caged in under somebody's thumb. It's like I could hear somebody saying it's my way or the highway. Okay? That's the energy that I am feeling here. But you have a chance to break free of that. Let's go ahead and get some Norman cards. I think by the end of the month, it's about breaking free of the mental conflicts. Let's see what the Lenormand has to say. Let's move you a little bit so you can see the cards a little bit better. There we go. Okay. What additional information can you provide for us concerning this situation? Wow, that card flew out. Clouds. Clouds are issues. Clouds are trouble. Clouds is confusion. There you go. And illusion. Okay. But it's the first card out. So it's about clarity. Okay. And finding your way. Sometimes you have to backtrack. And the labyrinth is like somebody going, if you're in a maze. And it's like somebody going from, it's like the clouds. Somebody's having trouble finding their way. That's what I feel like. And we've got time is ticking. This is time. This is divine timing. You know, it's... And under the deck just happened to be the cross, bearing your cross. So you're walking around, Scorpio, bearing this cross. And time has been ticking. And maybe you are in the point of time is running out. It's like time is running out for something. And somebody's been going through this maze. And coming against blockages. And sometimes you need to backtrack and try again and take a different route. And that's the energy I'm feeling here. It's like winning at all costs. Going backwards and going forwards. Going backwards. And that is the sense of the Two of Pentacles either. Also the energy of it. But this is about you have to find your way. And there's a lot of difficulties and conflicts that are going on right now within this situation. You are uncertain of the direction that you are going at this time, and time is ticking. And you have this cross to bear. You're tired of the difficult times that you're having in this situation. So what are you going to do about it, Scorpio? You have choices. You have decisions to make. You have a golden opportunity coming. So I think, Scorpio, you are going to be faced with either giving up this fight, laying down those swords and walking away and breaking free. That's the advice from Spirit. Or you could continue trying and keep on walking through this maze. Okay? And in order to get to that happiness, you need to sacrifice some stuff. And I think it is a lot of freedoms. And sacrificing where you have to live by somebody else's rules. And understand you can maintain that happiness and that security by it's their way or the highway is what I feel. But Spirit's telling me very strongly, you need to stand up for yourself. Okay, this is what I have for you, Scorpio. Parting advice. I almost forgot. We're going to get a little bit of last piece of final advice from Spirit. Okay? From our light beings. From our spiritual team, we are going to get a piece of parting advice. Okay, let's see what they have to say. Light activation. Okay, this is your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So this is definitely telling me you know what direction you really need to go. You need to follow your intuition. You need to follow that intuition. I think that the light is on. You know it. You see the writing on the wall. And it's time. It's time. It is time. And 703 is 10. 10s are endings and new beginnings. So it is time. It's time to end the conflict. And that's what I have for you. And I'll see you later.